winning at all costs. Footballers who put victory before fair play. Football is known as a beautiful game, but sometimes the desire to win can overshadow sportsmanship and fair play. From biting incidents to headbutts and stamping to kung fu kicks, the world of football has seen its fair share of controversial moments where players put victory before everything else. Today, we explore the darker side of the sport and take a closer look at some of the most infamous footballers who cross the line in pursuit of glory. So sit back, grab some popcorn and get ready for the most shocking moments in football history. Zinedine Zidane headbutt. The Zidane headbutt happened during the 2006 World Cup final between France and Italy. In the second half of the game, Zidane, who was the captain of the French team, was involved in a confrontation with Italian defender Marco Materazzi. It's not entirely clear what Materazzi said to Zidane, but it's believed that he made a comment about Zidane's sister or mother that was insulting. In response, Zidane turned and headbutted Materazzi in the chest, causing him to fall to the ground. The referee, who did not see the incident, was alerted by the fourth official and consulted with the linesman before showing Zidane a red card and sending him off the field. The incident was a huge shock to everyone watching the game, as Zidane was one of the most respected and talented players in the world at the time. Luis Suarez biting incidents. So, you may have heard of Luis Suarez, right? He's a pretty talented football player, but he's also known for doing some crazy stuff on the field. And I'm not talking about scoring goals or pulling off sick tricks. I'm talking about biting people. Suarez has bitten other players during matches not once, not twice, but 3 times. The first time it happened was back in 2010 when he was playing for Ajax. He bit PSV Eindhoven player Otman Bakau on the shoulder and was given a 7-match ban for his actions. But that wasn't the end of it. In 2013, Suarez bit Chelsea defender Branislav Ivanovic during a match and was given a 10-match ban as punishment. Now, you might be wondering why Suarez would do something like that. Some people say it's because he gets so caught up in the moment that he just loses control. Others think he might be doing it on purpose to try and throw his opponents off their game. Whatever the reason, it's not something you see every day. Eric Cantona kung fu kick. Back in 1995, Manchester United were playing against Crystal Palace. Cantona, who was known for his temper, had just been sent off for a foul. As he was walking off the pitch, a fan in the stands started shouting at him and throwing insults. And you know what Cantona did? He jumped into the crowd and kicked the guy with a kung fu style kick. It was crazy. Like, who does that? The whole stadium was in shock. Cantona got banned from football for 9 months and had to do 120 hours of community service. But the incident is still remembered as one of the most bizarre moments in football history. Maradona's Hand of God goal. Back in the 1986 World Cup quarterfinals, Argentina were playing against England. Diego Maradona, one of the greatest footballers of all time, was on the pitch and the game tied 0-0. Suddenly, in the 51st minute, Maradona jumps up to head the ball into the net. But here's the thing, he doesn't use his head. Instead, he reaches up with his left hand and punches the ball into the goal. The referee, who didn't see the handball, allows the goal to stand and Argentina takes the lead. Now, you might think that Maradona would feel guilty or ashamed about cheating like that, but no, he actually celebrates the goal as if nothing happened, and later claimed that it was scored a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. Of course, not everyone was impressed with Maradona's handball. Many people, especially in England, were outraged, and the goal has gone down in history as one of the most controversial moments in football history. Joey Barton's red card and assault. In a match between Manchester City and QPR back in 2012, midfielder Joey Barton lost his cool and went on a bit of a rampage. First, he elbowed Carlos Tevez in the face, which got him a red card and sent him off the pitch. But that wasn't enough for Barton. He then proceeded to kick Sergio Aguero and headbutt Vincent Kompany before finally being dragged away by his teammates. As you can imagine, this kind of behaviour didn't go over well with the officials or the fans, and Barton was hit with a pretty hefty punishment, a 12-match ban and a £75,000 £1 fine. That's a pretty steep price to pay for losing your cool on the pitch. Pepe's stamping incidents. Pepe is a Portuguese defender who played for some big clubs like Real Madrid and Porto. He's known for being a tough and aggressive player, and he's been involved in a few incidents on the field where he's gone a bit too far. One thing he's done a few times is stamp on other players, which is basically when you put your foot down hard on someone else's leg or foot. It's not allowed in the rules of football, and it can be really dangerous for the other player. He did it to Barcelona's Lionel Messi back in 2011, which caused a big stir at the time. And then in the 2014 World Cup, he did it again to Germany's Thomas Müller. Both times he got sent off and faced heavy fines for his actions. Some people think Pepe's a bit of a dirty player because of this stuff, but others argue that he's just playing hard and trying to win. Either way, it's not the best look for him or the sport. Sergio Ramos's tackle on Mohamed Salah. Now, this one is a pretty controversial move, to say the least. Ramos, the captain of Real Madrid, basically grabbed Salah by the arm and then fell backward, causing Salah's shoulder to get injured and him to be subbed out. Some Liverpool fans were pretty upset about it and thought it was a dirty move by Ramos, while others argued it was just a hard but fair tackle. Either way, it was a moment that got people talking and sparked a lot of debate in the football world. Romelu Lukaku's clash with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. In a Milan derby match in 2021, these two big dudes, Romelu Lukaku and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, got into it. They were exchanging some heated words and then started shoving each other around. And then Lukaku straight up commented on his wife. Not cool. But Zlatan wasn't innocent either. He said something about Lukaku's mother, which set him off. Things got pretty heated and they had to be separated by their teammates. Ibrahimovic ended up getting a red card and was sent off, while Lukaku continued to play and scored a goal in the match. But the incident got a lot of attention in the media, and there was even talk of disciplinary action and possible suspensions. Antonio Rudiger's clash with Paul Pogba. In a Premier League match between Chelsea and Manchester United in 2021, Rudiger, who's a defender for Chelsea, got all up in Pogba's business during a clash between the two players, and apparently things got out of control because Rudiger appeared to bite the back of Pogba's neck, and to make matters worse, the ref didn't even catch it, so Rudiger didn't get punished during the match. But of course, the incident blew up in the media and Rudiger got a whole lot of criticism for his behaviour. What do you think about these players and their actions? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's video and found it interesting, then make sure to leave us a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be always updated with the most exciting content as soon as it's uploaded. Thanks for watching, see you again in another video.